Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel.
Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom first? Thank you.
Today, finally, I'm going to be reviewing my #1 movie of all time. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The original version in Swedish. Yes, I did watch it in its original Swedish language with the subtitles and everything. I got no problem reading subtitles. I
didn't know you could read.
For this one especially, it did not subtract from the enjoyment of this film at all. At all. Because this movie is so captivating, so intelligent, so clever, so suspenseful. This film took critics and audiences across the country by storm. It captivated them. This film, the 2009 original version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo in Swedish, starring the incomparable, the magnificent, nobody can compare to her, Noomi Rapace, who plays the lead in this. The success of this movie is due to her. We're not worthy! This movie, it was up for tons of nominations. It was up at the Academy Awards for Best Foreign Film. At the British Academy Awards, it won. But they call it the best film not in the English language. I had a friend who was sick for a while. I let her and her husband borrow this movie to watch it while, because she's laid up in bed. But I told her there's a very intense scene in the middle of this. So it's nothing for kids to watch, okay? But adults, yeah, sure. And it's because it's thought-provoking and intelligent, and it's got a little bit of action, but it's macely. That's a new word. I created it. That's it, yeah, macely. It's macely a mystery thriller.
A lady's diamond earring has been lost. It looks exactly like this. In fact, this is it.
So her and her husband watched it, like, while she was laid up in bed sick for, I think, a few days. I loaned them like the whole trilogy, because there's a trilogy of films. It's based on a series of books by author Steg Larsson, who has recently passed away. He wasn't able to complete the 4th book in the series. She watched the first film, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Her and her husband were hooked. She said they binge watched the other two movies, the other two sequels right in a row, which is The Girl Who Played with Fire and The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. Yeah. And Noomi Rapace stars in both. She stars in both. And I just love her. I love her to death.
Do you eat dinner?
Yes, I've been known to eat dinner.
Do I eat dinner?
The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo starts off and it catches you from the moment you see it. The musical score for this, it blended so well with I'd say the atmosphere and the tone of the movie, and it gave it this kind of like murky, kind of like cold, Swedish countryside, wintry kind of feeling, and it just goes so well with the movie. It just works. It blends in. It mixes so well. Yeah, music to this movie is a character in itself. I want to get the soundtrack. I don't know why I don't have it already. The cinematography in this movie is so breathtaking to look at on screen. If you were to watch this movie and then, like, at home on your flat screen TV, pause the movie and just watch it for a second, at any point in the movie, it would look like an oil painting.
Hold it!
And it lends to this kind of like eerie kind of atmosphere that is present throughout the film. There's some action, okay? And there's like maybe one explosion, a little bit of gunplay.
I am your singing telegram.
Like maybe, I think, a couple like fights, maybe? Not a whole lot of comedy.
If I wanted a joke, I'd follow you into the John and watch you take a leak.
But if you're listening, if you're reading the subtitles and you're watching closely, Elizabeth Salander, who's played by Noomi Rapace, she does crack a couple jokes at the expense of her fellow actor, Michael Nyqvist, who plays Mikhail Blumquist. This film belongs. It belongs to Noomi Rapace. It's her film, basically. It really is. So yeah, Noomi Rapace plays Elizabeth Salander with unmatched and unchallenged intensity. There's no other actor that I know, in my opinion, in history that comes close to matching her performance, that can even hold a candle to Noomi Rapace.
We're not worthy!
She kills it. She knocks it out of the ballpark with this performance. She will blow your socks off, literally. Not only, did she do what normal actors do, study their lines, study the part, read the book before she did the movie. She trained for several months doing weight training, weightlifting, boxing, motorcycle riding.
And I also cut my hair and I pierced myself and I took motorcycle driving license. So it was a lot of preparation for, 7 months or something before the shootings.
And you can tell when you see her on screen because in some scenes she wears like tight fitting pants or clothes or shirts, or she has short sleeves, and you can see she's got a very good like physique going on. She has that bicep vein that bodybuilders get. She's got it. So, and you can tell she worked out. Not like Gal Gadot or Brie Larson or Robert Pattinson, who said they worked out. They worked out like they work out like every day. Oh, it's 10-pound weights. Oh, here we go. I'm done. Bye-bye. I'm going home and having a salad. She got earrings in her nose and her eyebrows and her ears. Yeah, so like I said, she trained on riding a motorcycle. She didn't know how to ride a motorcycle before doing this film. I'll tell you what, directors or producers, you want to add a little bit of style to your movie, okay? You either hire Michael Caine.
Perfect.
Maggie Smith, okay? Or Morgan Freeman.
I really shouldn't be doing this.
Or you have a female character in your movie who rides a motorcycle. That's it. That's how you add class to your film. Elizabeth Salander, to me, is the strongest character ever written on the page or brought to the silver screen, the big screen. Anybody who anyone who underestimates her because of her size, because she's not that tall, they're going to be making a huge mistake. Let me tell you. And any of the guys in this film who think they can outsmart her,
you're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe,
or think they can like get the best of her, dude, they got another thing coming.
I graduated magna cum laude in American literature from Princeton.
Oh, couldn't make Summa.
Nobody outsmarts the girl with the dragon tattoo, and you better not underestimate her, because not only does she face off against one villain in this movie, she faces off against two equally powerful, evil, scumbucket villains. I mean, these guys are horrible. They're the scum of the earth. They really are. Even the villains in this, I've never seen worse villains in a film, which kind of makes it good because the worser the villain, the better the payoff is when they get their comeuppance. Whatever the fuck a comeuppance is. What is a comeuppance? There's something that happens to Elizabeth by one of the villains that's not easy to get over, and it's very hard to watch this scene. But Elizabeth Salander gets her revenge, and she gets her justice 10 times over. Yeah, so it's a joy just to watch those villains get their comeuppance. Yeah, Neil Berman is a scumbucket.
Can you say scumbucket?
He's a scumbucket. You just want this character to die the most horrible death ever because of like who he is and what he does to Elizabeth Salander's film. You want him to get like eaten by a great white shark. That's how you want him to die. I'm not going to tell you the name of the other villain because that'll spoil the movie. All right, so watch it. You'll see. At first, we're introduced to one of the leads, Michael Blumquist, played by Michael Nyqvist. He played the villain in Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible. I think it's Ghost Protocol. You can remember him from that. Or he played Vigo in John Wick. Yeah, he's the guy whose son kills John Wick's dog and takes his car. Yeah, that's Vigo. That's Michael Nyqvist. Okay, he's flawless. What I liked about this is they casted an actor. He's Swedish, obviously. He's brave, he's intelligent, he's capable, but he's not macho. Okay? And that's what I like. Ordinary dude. Loved it. So he gets contacted by this billionaire, this famous billionaire. This billionaire wants Mikhail, I'll call him Mick. He wants Mick to find his granddaughter, who's been missing for 40 years. The police never found a clue. All the leads they had on her just like ended up going nowhere. So he tells him he'll give him like $1 million or something if he'll just try. If he'll just try to find his granddaughter. He doesn't even have to succeed. He just has to make the attempt, and boom, he's got like $1 million. So yeah, he agrees. The girl with the dragon tattoo, Elizabeth Salander, she's hired by this Weinstrom character to investigate and spy on Mikhail Blumquist and try and get the goods on him for falsely accusing him of wrongdoings and shit. And so they meet with her to find out what she found out on him. And she shows up to the meeting, like, you know, that's the lawyer's office. She's like, she's dressed all punked out in her, like, you know, Morticia Adams, like, black makeup, black nail polish, black lipstick. She's got earrings in her nose and her eyebrows, heavy white pale makeup with dark, you know, black eyeliner and earrings like all up the ears. She's got a Walking Dead Negan jacket on.
Gonna be PP Pan City here real soon.
She got like a spiked dog collar. She's got Gene Simmons like elevator kiss boots on, and they like, what? Well, they're taken aback when they first see her. But the guy that's introducing her to the people that want to hire her, he's like, don't let her appearance fool you. She's smarter than you and I combined. So eventually, she by hacking into his computer, she finds out that he's working on this disappearance, this 40-year disappearance of Henrik Vanger's granddaughter. He's set with these clues that he can't figure out. So she looks at the clues. She figures out what the clues mean, but then she's deciding on whether or not to tell Mikhail Blumquist about it and send her findings to him. Because if she does, if she hits that send button, the jig's up. He knows who she is. He'll find out that she's been hacking his computer. He can report her to the cops, blah, 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 blah. She won't get paid her money, like the thousands of dollars that she's getting hired to do this for. She hits the send button. And yeah, so they meet. They combine forces. And yeah, and then the movie just takes off from there. The relationship between Mikhail Blumquist and Elizabeth Salander, their chemistry beats any chemistry I've ever seen on screen before. It's sizzling. You believe you want these characters to get together by the end of the movie. I'm not going to tell you whether they do or not. So there are 2 sequels, remember. So they might not get together in this one. They might not get together in the next one. While investigating her disappearance, it leads them to these unsolved, like, serial killer murders that have happened over the course of 40 years that are, like, linked together somehow. First they think they're linked to Bible verses. Then they find out that they're linked to Nazis.
Will you stop talking about the war?
Me? You started it?
We did not start it.
Yes, you did. You invaded Poland.
The German Nazi regime and stuff.
I'll do that for any more.
And they don't know which one it's linked more to. But to find out, you have to watch the movie. And it's genius. It's genius, the plot. It's like an episode of Monk or Sherlock Holmes. Steg Larsson, who wrote the books, guy must have been like smart as a whip, intelligent, because this is so thought-provoking. It makes you think. And they haven't got the benefit of going to a serial killer who's in jail like a Hannibal Lecter.
You're wearing lavender and peach blossom perfume.
No, sir. I think that's the Glade plug-in you're smelling.
Who can give them advice, like on, like, you know, or insight on, like, you know, what this means or what that means or what's the significance of this. What does that refer to? So they don't go and talk to a Hannibal Lecter. They got to solve this on their own. I hope you enjoyed my review. I hope it makes you want to watch The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Really, do not miss this movie. It is so good. Until next time, guys, take care, and hopefully I will catch you later.